Guys, sorry if I'm all up in your face right now. I had to kind of get a little bit closer than I usually do for the lighting to not be too reflective. So hopefully you guys can see. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I had a horrible weekend, and probably from like Fridays. Anyway, I had a bad weekend because of my Lyme's disease. So I'm just going to do this while I'm feeling okay for the next 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. And we already know where it's Makeup Revolution for Friday, Full Face Friday. And so we're just going to get right into it. I already did a preview video, so we're just going to get into it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start out by prepping my face with the Pro Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. I don't use primers, and I don't think they even had a primer. But I don't use them anyway, but I thought a fixing, oil control fixing spray would be fine for my routine. So we're just going to try this. Oh, the mister is fine. It's not as fine of a mist as I would prefer, but the mister seems fine. Alright, so I'm going to try out the stick foundation, and again I already did the preview and all the preliminaries in that other video, so if you want to see what's up, go ahead and take a look at that. It has prices and everything, just because sometimes like I'll do a video and then the I just will not have time, or something will come up and I won't be able to update the description. So alright, so we have got, this is kind of a nice tube though. It's sort of like a matte, but it looks nice. It looks classy. It looks good quality. Alright, so here we go. I'm in the shade F2 today, which I'm not sure if this is going to work out, but we'll see. Oh, shade looks good. Shade looks really good. It's very creamy, going on very creamy. Look at that. I think that's the perfect shade. Alright, so let me grab a brush. I would not probably blend a cream or stick foundation with a sponge. Maybe a cream. Sometimes cream foundations do okay with a sponge, but just sometimes stick foundations just don't, because you're drawing them on in a spot and then you just have to kind of spread and buff it with, it's easier to spread and buff it with a brush than trying to do that with a sponge. So yeah, the shade looks really good. They had a bunch of shades too, so chances of you being able to find your shade are pretty good. They had lighter shades. That was not the lightest shade, but since I've got a little bit of color, decided to go ahead and go with a little bit of a deeper shade. Alright, excuse me, I'm going to put a tiny bit more right here on my pigmentation, right there and right there. I'll take a close-up look in just a second. Do I have any mirrors in here? I might have a mirror here. And I'm sorry if you guys want to talk or want me to talk. I'm just trying to get this done quickly without messing it up. These are the days that I wish I did edit, because then I could just take my time and be sure not to mess things up. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and do the some color correcting with my color correcting palette. I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of this peachy, can you see that? This peachy tone, and then I'm going to go over it with this more of a skin tone. I'm so sorry. There. So this peachy tone, and then I'm going to go over it with this skin tone. Any of these other colors I probably wouldn't need, although I have heard that pink is good for color correcting brown. So I'm just going to use my finger. Okay, so just to start off with, this is pretty peachy. It's almost a peachy pink color. Just to start off with, oh, it's not too bad. I was going to say it feels kind of greasy in the pan. Oh, it's not bad at all. It feels like it's almost, not quite, but almost like a cream to powder feel. Almost, not quite. It just feels a little bit powdery under my fingers now as I'm blending it out. Okay, it's got a nice big mirror on here. Alright, so the foundation doesn't look bad. Something about it on my skin though, I'm not loving how it looks on my skin. It could just be my skin though, my aging skin just might be, you know, being textured and that's just the way it is. Alright, so let's try this skin tone concealer or whatever it is. I'm gonna put that right over top. It's a little bit lighter than what I would normally do. But it's pretty close to my skin tone, so hopefully it won't look too gray and ashy. What's frustrating for myself is, I'm going to use my brush to sort of blend that out, is that I am going to be 40 this year, so I'm 39, and so I don't want to be putting so many products on my skin, because the more products you put on, the worse it looks usually. I apologize if the light's going weird. I'm not even really paying attention to it. Anyway, so I have to put, but I have so much pigmentation that I have to keep putting more products on. So the trick of finding a bunch of products that I have to wear anyway that look good and natural is kind of difficult for someone my age. All right, there's also a white color right here that's a highlighter. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on now since it is a cream. I'm not a big highlight girl, but I would just like to try this anyway. You can kind of see the pearl in it, but it's not translating too much, and I feel like the cream foundation, the stick foundation, is a little tiny bit glowy, so you can kind of see it reflecting off of my skin. I don't know, that doesn't look like it's doing much at all, so I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of this. This was $15, by the way, and as a first impression, I don't think it's worth that. Unless you maybe are a makeup artist and you're really going to use all those color correcting tones. Alright, and since I'm going to do this exactly how I would do my makeup, and I don't know why I feel like I should apologize for that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and use the Luxury Baking Powder. Oh, there's a little sticker on top. I don't know if I mentioned this in my preview video, but I'm going to dump a little bit in here. But they had like I want to say three colors that I saw of this baking powder. I'm not going to use it to bake because I would never bake anyway. I'm just going to set it said it was a setting / baking powder. So anyway, there were about 3 colors of this powder. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Blurring some pores, giving me a velvet look, which I like. There were about 3 colors, and Ghost is the one I'm using today, and it's supposed to be translucent, which I would have to say it is, but it is a white powder. So if you put too much on, it will show up. But, oh, that's nice. So far, that's looking really nice. Let me give you guys a close-up. It did mattify me a little bit, but I still feel like there is a little bit of a light reflection, so it's not matte, like hardcore matte. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and do eyes, because I always do eyes next. Now, I did get this palette for free for ordering $15 worth of stuff, and I'm not going to use this one today. I really wanted to test out this one, because it's supposed to be similar to the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, which I do not have and will not purchase, just because I don't really care about it. But I am going to go ahead and try this yellow powder to set my under eyes. Is it made for that? I don't think so, but a powder is a powder, y'all. Okay. Give you guys a close-up look. I don't think that mattered one way or the other. Alright, so let's go ahead, and I think I'm gonna use these cool tones like right in the middle. I find that for myself, because of my hair, It's cool tones actually work really well, and sometimes the warm tones just look really orangey on my skin because of my hair. It just tends to make it look orangey. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this mid-tone shade right there. Okay, these are kicking up a little bit of dust, but not too much. So you'll want to, oh, but look at that pigment. Wow, they are, whoa. That was more than I was expecting. I thought it was gonna be a little bit less than that. All right. So apparently this is gonna be a smoky eye. But look at that, blended right up. Very little effort, very good blend. All right. I'm gonna put a little bit less on this eye, not that it matters. I'm gonna have to make them symmetrical so they're not like one eye looking all smoky and the other eye looking not so much. Okay. Now, this eye is a little bit more. I'm just gonna add a tad bit more. Looks like there's a piece of glitter that was on my brush. I don't know how it got on there, but it's on my eye now. So if you guys see that little sparkle of glitter, you know, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and put this large shade right there on my lid. Just to kind of blend it in. My lid shade. And I probably will put that lightest. So they are a little bit dusty, but not bad at all. Something in my eye. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put, let's see what I've got. I'm gonna go ahead and put this lightest shade like right in the center. Okay, yeah. They are a little bit dusty though. Right there like that. Just so there's like a little bit of like a gradient. Just right in the center, and then also I'll use that to highlight my brow bone. Oh girls, I need to wax these eyebrows real bad, so if you can see that, oh, it's really bad. So as a highlight. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the brush that came with it. Get a nice double-ended brush, and I'm gonna use this small fluffy part to add a little bit of the black. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna add a little bit of that black to right in here, just to deepen that up a little bit. Oh, it's not too bad. Okay, I was gonna say. Just to deepen that up a little bit. Got a little bit more on this right eye, so I'm going to put a little bit, a tiny bit more right in here. Blend that sucker out. Alright, so you get that little bit of deepness on the outer corner there. I'm going to take my little tiny smudger brush, and I'm going to go in with that first shade that I did, the medium tone. Put that right down here. It usually does not work for my eye shape to really smoke the lower lash line out very much. It usually works better for me to keep most of the drama up on top, because I already have kind of like sagging downturned eyes, and sometimes if I put too much drama on the bottom, it just ends up looking like my eyes just sag down. Not a good look. Alright, so first impression on the eyeshadows, not bad at all. Eyeshadow palette, not bad. There was no Makeup Revolution mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Wet n Wild Max Volume Plus, which is one that I have liked, or have been liking. I haven't worn it in a while because I've got so many mascaras. I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Oh yeah. Well, that ended up being a very dramatic smoky eye. And as far as mascaras go, this is still a really good one. Oh yeah, still a really good one. All right. And in just a minute, I'm gonna prep my lips. I should have done that earlier, but I was trying to head out the door. Because I've got a liquid lipstick that I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to use this Bare Minerals Buxom lip gloss. I'm going to give that a minute to soak in. There also was no, there was a blush palette, but there wasn't just like a single blush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, this is totally going to be a fail, and I'm just going to own it right now. But I'm going to try it anyway. I am going to see, oh, if I can open this palette. This Fierce as Fire palette. I kind of want to try this eyeshadow as a blush. I kind of like this one too, but I think that might be too frosty. So I'm going to see if I can very carefully, or maybe this one. It's more of a highlight. Let's try it. Let's just try it since we're just trying stuff. I'm going to try that one as a blush slash maybe highlight. Oh, it's not bad. It is a little bit glittery. You can see a little bit of the glitter. That would be like the shimmeriest blush ever. This palette is very interesting because it's not kicking up a lot of dust. Let me give you a swatch of this amazing orange shade. Oh yeah, look at that. Not kicking up a lot of dust. Looks good. Looks really good. Let me give you one more of a matte. This is the top matte shade right there. Yep, these are good. These are really good. This, I mean, very nice of them to give us a free gift. This is like metallic blush is what this is. So, I mean, I could put, I'm going to use this highlight too, just for the fun of it. But I think that blush is a little too metallic for my taste. If you're into very glowy, extremely glowy blushes, you might like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take this white-ish. It's not pure white, it's like a creamy off-white. And I'm going to use that as a highlight. Do I need it? Not at all. These are a little too glittery for my taste. And it's just looking really glittery. For me. Very highlighty though. Like, I mean, real. Just going to blend it in and see if we can make it look very, very glowy. I think I'm going to put a little bit of that right in my inner corner. These are not dusty at all. Oh yeah, I'm picking this up with the brush and I'm not getting a bunch of dusty fly out, fall out. Shouldn't really be drawing attention to these horrific eyebrows, but we're gonna do it anyway because I'm a rebel like that. All right. Oh good, I'm doing good on time. All right, so let's see, what do we have next? Okay, Next thing is going to be brows, and they have this dark brunette. This is supposed to be like a fiber brow kind of deal. Can't get it out of the box. Sorry, y'all. I should have taken it out already, but I was in a hurry just to get down here. Okay. Alright, so what do we got here? Begin to fill in clean, dry eyebrow with short feathering strokes in the natural direction of the hair comb brow with enclosed brow brush to blend and even out fiber. Okay. So this is supposed to be removed with a oil-based remover. Oh, you paint this on. Okay. Oh. The shade looks good, but this is not gonna work for me, I don't think. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it only right here and then see if I can. Oh, it's dripping. It's leaking some kind of oil or something. I just got that on my skirt, which I'm kind of mad about because I love this skirt. Oh, that's bad. I'm not going to be able to wear that for the rest of the day. Look at that. So eyebrow, total fail. Total fail. I'm just going to do the other one to see if maybe... I don't know why it's leaking like a bunch of oil. Yeah, this is like on a paint brush style, like a brush. I'm just going to put the tiniest bit right there because that's really the only place I like to fill my brows in. Okay. Don't like this at all. But I mean, could just be user error because this eyebrow's not as bad from far away. Yeah, look at that crazy eyebrow. Oh my goodness. Whew. If you want some crazy eyebrows, you might like this. This is not for me at all. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can. All right, I don't understand. Like, I don't see any fibers in it. So I don't know what that is necessarily about. I'm not like a brow girl either. I don't like fret over my brows. So, all right. So that was a fail for me. The eyebrow thing. I'm not into it. When I get home, my children are going to be like, "Mom, what in the world happened to your face?" I'm going to tone this inner corner down a little bit. It's picking up real crazy on the camera. All right, last thing is a matte liquid lipstick and lip liner kit. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that on and we'll be done. I might be able to get this on to 25 minutes. We'll see. Oh, lip liner is, this is the color Rain, and it looks kind of like a matte, or not matte, but like a nudie pink. Looking a little bit more pinky peach to me than what I had wanted or was expecting. Yeah, this is gonna be, the liner is not gonna be my favorite color for nude because these pinky peach colors tend to look real orange on my skin. Alright, I'm just going to do that much. And we're going to try out this liquid lipstick. This wand feels this packaging feels a tiny bit flimsy. something. Alright, it's not set down yet. And there is some transfer. So I don't know how long. I don't know if it's supposed to be. Just says lip contour. There it goes. It is a little bit sticky though. Alright, no more transfer. This is one of those sticky ones though, so if you don't like your lips sticking together, you're not gonna like this. Yeah. I'll wear it for the rest of the day and I'll update whether or not it's, if it stayed sticky or if it became more comfortable, but as of right now, I don't like it. The color's not terrible if you like a pinky peach type color. It's not really a nude, alright, so thank you guys for joining me for Full Face Friday. I would say let's see, what was the one thing that I'm not really, they're all pretty good products. The only thing is this, I don't think is worth the $15 price tag. But it wasn't a bad product, just for me, you know. I do not like this lip at all. It's completely, every time I move my mouth, it's sticking it together. So that's going to be a fail for me. I don't like it at all. Oh, let me spray one more setting spray. This is an oil control, so it shouldn't make me more shiny. I'm already glowing it up, girls, like way glowy. I think I might have went overboard a little bit on that inner corner highlight, but you know. Alright, thank you guys so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!